What is up, guys? So I don't have my watch on me, so it is Sunday, April 5, 2026, 7:31. We got some shirts done. We changed it up. Face it down. We changed it up with our logo, same as what we have in our hat. And we changed the back of our shirt. I don't know how well you can see. I'm solo. Oh, wait. I'm soloing on this recording, taking pictures, uploading. Man, is it hard work. So, let me tell you about some of my struggles right now. One of my struggles right now is gas. Gas is about $6 a gallon, and this is the car I drive. A 2002 Nissan Xterra with 33s by 12.5 tires with a metal off-road bumper, supercharged, and it's a gas hogger. So this thing chugs gas. I think I'm getting about 9 to 8 miles a gallon, and that's driving it lightly. Driving it heavy, you could see the needle. And what's my other option for a car? It is this one, a 2006 Chevy Silverado. Same thing, ranch hand front bumper and rear, running on 35s. This one's a little more economical than the other one, although it seems funny, but it is. On the white truck, I recently put $40 and I only got 1/4 of a tank, which is eight gallons. So that's what I get for $40. So that's one of my issues where gas is going. Same thing, cars need maintenance. This one I've been driving it a lot, so it needs an oil change. I gotta go get this tire parched and brake pads. So easily in this, although it might not seem like a lot, but about $200 because I do the work myself. But yeah, thing for me is I want to keep making videos, keep handing out food, helping out, resources and all that. It's just hard with a part-time I have right now. I'm making about 500 to 600 every 15 days, you could say. And I'm being given an opportunity to work as an electrician, as another job, but I don't know how well I'll be able to balance out uploading videos, handing out food, planning all that, and then working. The job is about 8 hours and plus. The majority of time it's about 10 hours or more that it gets worked. Do I see myself working on that for my whole life? No, I honestly see doing videos and helping out. But sometimes, like they say, you just gotta put your head down and keep walking forward. Or that's what I say. If you don't have any motivation, anything like that, even if you're like this, you just gotta have momentum and keep moving forward. Because last time, that's what I would do. I killed myself, I burned myself out. I used to have an 8-hour job. 8 hours, go work, an hour drive back in traffic, in LA traffic, about an hour. And then I only slept for about an hour or two. I would eat, come home, sleep a little. And then I was playing in a group. So we had to come and practice about 6 or 7 o'clock. And, oh no. Okay, so here, how I burnt myself out last time was that I had an 8-hour job from 6 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. So I would wake up at 5 in the morning, get dressed, get everything, get to the job at 6 in the morning. Okay, at 2, I would clock out. Once I finished at 2 o'clock, I would head up to another shop that I had my cars. I was working on flipping cars, and at that time, I was working on this one, and another white one, oh, gray one that I bought to flip. So that's where I was working, trying to get the car right, ready to sell. And after that, drive another hour back to my house, get dressed, shower quickly, about like 20 minutes I had for all that, eat a little, and come and practice, music practice. I was doing that too. Um, it would be at 7 o'clock, and we would finish about 11 o'clock at night. So I would get home tired and do the same thing every single day. I didn't have a break for a whole year. And that's how I burned myself out. More stuff along that I was spiraling down uncontrollably. I didn't have anybody to talk about this with. It's just me, myself, and I myself motivated myself to keep pushing forward. And that's how some of my mottos grew up, even though they're simple. But for example, this one, never give up. Oh, it's kind of blurry, but it says never give up. Never give up. And as well, that's how the horse logo was born, with born to conquer, not to fear. The horse represents life. Life is like a cowboy. You just gotta grab on and let's ride. Even though it throws you, it kicks, it stomps on you, it makes you bleed, it breaks a bone, the animal isn't gonna care. Life isn't gonna care. It's not gonna give you any break. So what do you have to do? Get back up, clean yourself off, and let's ride again. Most of the time people will tell me, no, you can't take a break. Keep going. In some cases, it's best to take a break. You don't want to burn yourself out. You can't keep going at 100. It's like anything. It needs a break, it needs some work, or it needs a maintenance, you could say, and in order for it to keep up and continue that. For me, sometimes my 20% from what I know of my capabilities, my 20% is sometimes my 100%. Sometimes there's those days where even something as small as going out and buying stuff, or even just getting some little work done, that's my 100%. Do I know that I'm more capable of doing more stuff? Yes. But it's just me in my head, constantly fighting on, like a tug of war goes in my head. So some days out of 100, I'm giving it my 100. Other days, my 20% is my 100. So it's just, you gotta vary. You can't beat yourself up too much. Everybody would tell me, because at home, my family, they would see me sitting down, laying down, like all sleepy. They would just look at me like, this dude's just on his ass doing nothing. Like, get up, do something, go work. But little did they know, I have a lot of sleep paralysis, trouble sleeping. So most of the night, I would only get 2 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep. As much as I wanted to go back to sleep, I couldn't. If anybody of you dealt with that, you know what I mean. If you haven't, search it up. It's some scary shiz that goes on. But that's what I was struggling with. And I learned not to judge people on what they're dealing with, because you never know. Like for me, you would never know from that. I'm always portrayed as like a tower, like someone strong, hard to break. But if you see in my head, it's like a SpongeBob scene where everything's out of control.
His name, I got nothing on a name. Come on, baby, what's the name? We threw out his name!
But all that is just kept to myself. Honestly, the videos I post or talk to, whoever watches it, you'll probably know more about me than anybody else that I know. I don't talk about this with anybody. I'm just sharing with this just to show other people You're not in this alone. I want to create a group of people like that, just to show there's more of us like that. Because I used to think I'm alone in this. There's nobody else. It's just me. Nobody understands me. But I just want to show that it's cool to be different, but don't beat yourself up about it. And there's more people like you and me. Don't outcast yourself. Sometimes it's good to be different. The world needs people that's different. We can't always follow one person. So enough talking, and I have to see what car I'm gonna take. I think it's gonna be the truck. I wanna go take pictures of this. Plus, my way of decompressing is driving out. Blasting up music, driving out, and that's it. If you guys would know, back then for my Silverado, I would push it through curves, like I would push it to its limit, which is 100 miles an hour. You just feel the car rocking. I know it's not good to do that, but I've learned the hard way. I was going through some things, but it is not worth it. Don't do it. Take my advice for it. Just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward, Art. That's the only thing that kept me alive in those hard times. Like I said, I don't have anybody to talk about this. It's you, yourself, and that's it. Keep moving forward. Don't give up. Many times, I was walking like this, barely. But you gotta keep momentum. It's easier to take 2 steps back than 1 forward. Life will always bring problems. It's just life. But it's just testing you. But you always gotta keep pushing forward. So that's why I want to make these videos. I want to show you guys my life and show you guys that you can. Don't get discouraged. Just keep pushing forward. Today, I'm like at a 60-70%. I'm not too good. I'm not too bad. But I'm okay. I'm okay. So I think this car will have to sit for a while. My red car. Just because of gas and the maintenance. I don't want to do more damage to it. So we'll use our truck. I just thought of another reason to make these videos. I'm moving the truck around right now. I just found another reason. My 13 reasons why I do this. I've been uploading videos and a lot of comments have been portraying or have been appearing of me helping people. And they keep saying, you're only doing it for the views, stop using people. You know, I used to be one of those, but I never commented, I never said. I've always thought, if you're not gonna say anything positive, might as well not even say. But it's true, I've thought about that sometimes with other people. That's the reason I started, because I used to do that. I used to hate. I used to say you're only doing it for the views. But then I thought to myself, what are you doing? Why can't you make a difference? If you think you could do it yourself, why don't you? Be the difference. Make a difference. So that's the reason I'm starting. I'm not doing it for the views. I've been doing this way before even recording. It just comes out of my heart. It's something that I like doing. Maybe it's just how I grew up. I didn't grow up with much, so I could feel with other people. Since a little kid, I've been working. So have many of others. So also the way I dress, people assume I grew up with money, which I didn't. So whether I go to a store to go buy or or just talk to people. They always treat me different. Maybe just appearance wise. Maybe just of, I don't know. I used to get mad, but I'm like, well, what can I do about it? Can't do much. At heart, I'm a good person. I'll help you when you need help. I've been betrayed a lot, but I don't. I try not to let that change me. Like recently, here where I park my cars, um, there was a group of people. They see me working on cars and all that, and every time they needed help, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll check it out for you. And they would always ask, how much? Ah, it's cool. Like, I know you, you know me, it's cool. But then they went off to tell the owner that I'm doing mechanic work and like I'm trying to do it like a business here. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, the people are telling me that. I'm like, bro, like, I'm here breaking my back, making time in order to help them, and they're going out and saying that behind my back. So just people here, I'd rather just say I'm too busy now. No, I'm too busy. Or just act like I don't know how to do the job when in reality I do. Also, learn who to help. I used to believe I could help everybody in the sense of if they're going through something, I can help them, I can change them. No. No. I've talked to some people, I've tried to help, but it's like they say, you could take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I don't know. Some people just grow up like that. Will they ever learn? I don't know. Hopefully they do. But it just comes to a point where it starts draining you. That's what happened to me with the person. I was trying to help them. They were a little younger than me, so I'm like, we started talking about life. And I've gone through some of my stuff at a young age that most people go through it more later in their life. So in my age, I'm like young but old, with the old mindset. So I do have some pieces of advice to give some people that are a little bit younger than me. Like I said, I grew up a bit fast. So the way my mind works is a bit different. But yeah, just try not to drain your mind helping other people. Cause trust me, it could turn bad really easily. So many advices that I have, right? So many, and I can't take my own advice. They say they wanna read my mind. Do you really wanna read my mind? I promise all that you will find is a lost soul, rich and blind. I haven't listened to Juice in a minute. I'm gonna bump that up right now. I think I'm gonna go to a water fountain. That's where I go to think. The drive is nice, so it'll help me take my mind off some stuff that I'm going through right now. But always pushing forward.